You know the phrase, it's just like riding a bike. That's kind of what we're all kind of feeling right now because we're getting back to it. Getting back on that bike and getting used to the way the things used to go. And it's great to be back at the big one. It's the Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show. My main man Shane is back in the flesh, sporting the leaf mask. Good to see you, pal.
Great to see you guys.
From CRVA, which is, remind me?
The Canadian RV Association.
Okay. How great is it to be back?
Oh, it's unbelievable. You know, we didn't know if we were going to be able to put on this show. And frankly, we got lucky with Premier's announcement and the way the cases were going. You know, and the province is open back. I think there's a lot of pent-up demand from campers that want to, hey, get ready for the summer again. And, you know, we're really excited to be here.
Well, you know, it's interesting because so the 2020 show happened. It was right after that kind of the world changed. Yeah. So last year you did it virtually.
We did.
And then you're the first show back. You're back at the International Center here in Mississauga. How big are we talking?
You know, the square footage is down slightly, but we still have several hundreds of RVs of every model, every type here. We have different things going on this year.
Anybody who's here, do they have stock? I guess that's the thing. Do they have inventory?
That's why they're here, Tim.
Okay.
The biggest guys in Ontario are here. They have plenty of stock. They want to, you know, it is, supply is definitely an issue because the industry's been so popular the last couple of years. But the guys in the show have lots of stock to sell.
Okay, and lots of things to give away. I rode in on this e-bike, which is super cool. Let me get off it without getting my mic all hooked up here. So this is an e-bike. It's called a Pedigo. I got this from the Southwest booth. They're based out of Grand Bend. They're the biggest Pedigo dealer in the province. She was telling me, Jess was telling me, I was talking to her, that this is the gorilla style.
Oh.
Shane, that means the gorilla style. Kind of
I need that.
With these big tires. But that's not, you guys got a big grand prize too.
We do.
Okay, let's go check that out. What's it all about? What do we got over here, Shane?
So, you know, we wanted to go back to what we were doing before, really to celebrate, you know, the lifestyle and everything. So we worked with Forest River to give away a new pop-up, courtesy of Aviva Insurance. Now this one's unique in that it's got air conditioning and a solar panel up top. But
Solar
these
panel.
things,
Okay.
yes. Now these things are gold right now. You can't get.
Hard to get.
Yeah, extremely hard to get. The delay on these, because they're so popular with all the new entries, is months away. So we were fortunate to get this.
Awesome. So how do you submit?
You come to the show and you enter your name in front of the unit, and if you're lucky enough to for us to pull your name, you win.
Awesome. So it goes all the way till Sunday?
All the way to Sunday at 5.
The big one. I guess it's the only one because you're the only show. The big one and the only one.
It is
Toronto
the only one,
Spring Camping and RV Show. You okay there, Luke? Luke's getting used to be coming in and out of these RVs all the time. He hasn't done that
Luke's
in a while.
awesome.
Yeah, we'll get working on that because we're going to check out a few park models. We'll check out some Winnebagos and a few other things. And I'm going to get back on this Pedigo that once again you can win through the Southwest booth. We're back, the big one. I'm Morning Live. All right, woo! Welcome back to the International Center. You know, I always like coming to the Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show because the key word being in there is spring, and we're getting closer to spring. We missed it last year. Well, we went virtual, but they're actually back in the flesh, which is really, really cool. It means we're kind of getting back to it. And there's so many things to do and see at the show. We got the park models behind us. We're going to get into the park model, but first let's talk about Summerhill Resorts. I got Paul from Summerhill with us here. So Summerhill, you have a number of parks all across, actually even across the country.
Throughout Ontario, and we have 3 properties in Alberta as well.
Alberta, okay. So in Ontario, where are they kind of based, Paul?
We mainly cover 3 areas which are really well known as cottage country areas where people like to spend vacation time. So we've got 6 properties that are in the Kawartha Lakes area, on great lakes like Buckhorn Lake, Pigeon Lake. We have 5 properties that service a lot of Ottawa and Kingston as well, and again in some great locations like the Rideau Lakes area. And then we've got a couple of properties just north of Lake Erie as well.
So these are, would you describe them as, let's say, trailer parks? How would you describe the resorts themselves?
I would sort of say it's trailer parks for the next generation. So it's more sort of wholesome cottage lifestyle, but still very much with the fundamental around summer. It's not a year-round community, so it's still very much somewhere you go for the weekend.
So can somebody just bring their own trailer, or are they getting a trailer from you guys?
So what happens is people choose one of our homes, like this one, for example.
This being one. What is this one that we're walking into?
So this one here is called our Flex, and it's a new model, brand new for 2022 as well. So it sleeps 6 people comfortably.
Right.
And what would typically happen is someone would come along, purchase one of these, and then they'd choose the resort they want to bring it onto.
So do you need to buy the land on your resorts, or you're just renting out the spot?
It's even simpler than that. So the great thing is that you don't have the complexity of land ownership and deeds and all that kind of stuff as well. So basically you choose the location on the resort where you want to be. We bring the park model in for you, set it up, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about the land. We take care of everything around you. You just pay an annual fee to use the amenities, the swimming pool, the beach, et cetera, et cetera.
There's all those amenities that are around here. And you guys are popular. Why is it popular? Because it is creating just a little community?
Yeah, it's that. And I think what we've done is, over the last couple of years, we've brought the idea and the excitement of cottage ownership to the masses, whereas before it was something that maybe only a small number of people could justify being able to do.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at cottage prices right now, like through the roof.
Insane.
But this is a more affordable way to be able to get out of the city.
For 125,000 plus HST, we can get somebody into a brand new one of our cottages, including a deck, rails, fully furnished, appliances, turnkey, ready to go.
Amazing. So you guys got a good little atmosphere here at the show, lasting until Sunday. A bunch of different giveaways and things if people come and see you.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're doing is a show special, and we would really encourage anyone to come down to Toronto and check us out over the next few days. We're giving away a combination of 2 things. They can either pick a fire pit package, which means they get a custom fire pit with a couple of chairs, or if they would rather go with a waterworks package, they can take their pick from a paddleboard and a kayak, or a couple of kayaks as well, to get cottage life started off the best way possible.
Cool, awesome. It's the big one. Actually, it's the only RV show that's happening this year, and it's at the International Center in Mississauga. Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show will continue to explore. Maybe ride around. Look at this little Dickie D ice cream machine. Oh, you got that too. We'll check that out when we come back on Morning Live. Yeah, it's no secret. People fell in love hitting the open road the past couple of years. Many are doing it in recreational vehicles, and that's why the Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show is back. The International Center is it's called the big one. It's the only one, but there are plenty of RVs here. But anybody who's here does have inventory, because that's a tough thing. Great to see my man Josh.
For sure. Good to see you, Tim.
We saw. It's always like that. That we saw back in 2019.
Yeah.
We had a chat.
It's been a few years.
Well, even like things have changed since 2019.
You've heard of it too, right?
Yeah. Totally, right?
Oh,
So the thing is, RVing has become so popular. A lot of parks are filling up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and that kind of like this Winnebago Flex here lets you go off grid. You don't be plugged in anything, and you can still use, your AC, your water heater, all those like things you need to be plugged in for. Typically, you can use those off grid now.
So this guy right here.
Yeah.
How many companies are doing that?
It's getting more and more popular, but to this extent, it's brand new.
Okay, so explain the off-grid thing. Is it like solar powered on top of the
Yeah, so we have
roof?
2 190-watt panels on the roof. That's collecting that sun juice, all right, coming through the wiring, and then down here into where the bank of batteries is.
So anything in the Flex is running off-grid. You're not plugging in whatsoever.
12-volt power.
Okay. So do they come in different sizes?
They do. They have 4 floor plans.
Okay, so this one is what?
This is a 21 FBS. It's like a walk-around queen. They're all small. They're all 21 and less. This is probably their most popular, but they have some with bunks. They have some that's like 18 feet, that kind of thing.
Who's buying these?
No, everybody is. Like it's not like a certain demographic.
It's not as much. You can't put a whole family in here.
Well, you could. Like this one, no, but they have options with bunk beds in the back, which would give you lots of flexibility for that.
Luke, watch your step here. It's a bit steep. Because we want to show off the battery, because that's kind of this is.
Yeah. So the solar panels are collecting that energy, coming down, and then charging our battery for us in through there. That's a very particular battery. It's a 320 amp hour lithium battery. And then over to your left, even you have an inverter / charge controller. So lots of kind of hardware in through there.
How is it inventory for you guys?
We're fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah. We have, it's been a struggle, earlier, but now we're pretty well backed up. Inventory levels.
Let's pump the tires on your. You do all YouTube.
Yeah. Since we met, yeah. So you started off on it.
I gave you some inspiration, did I, Josh? No problem.
But yeah, we have like probably 1,500 videos online now of individual trailers, which is a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
And you're just kind of taking people through the tour of the trailer?
Yeah, 5-10 minutes kind of intro. Just kind of touching the highlights, but trying to show people the trailers.
Cool. Lazy Acres, Aurelia?
Aurelia, Ontario, yeah.
Awesome. Well, good seeing you again, pal. The Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show on right now, International Center, Mississauga, runs all the way to Sunday.
Excellent.
It's good to be back with people around.
Yes.
It's the big one. It is back, the Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show, and it is fantastic to see our good friend, Shannon. Hello, Shannon from CRVA. This is your show.
It is.
Okay. Must feel good to be back.
We are back.
Right?
It feels great.
So I was talking about this with Shane earlier on. So you guys were able to have a show in 2020.
We did.
Like it was like the week before everything shut down.
Right.
And then you're the first show to be back at the
We are
International
the
Center?
first big show to be back at the International Center.
Okay. And it was a lot of work because you didn't know that you could be back until when?
The end of January.
Right. So we got, but look how busy it is right now. We're on the first day. It runs all weekend long. What's this area here, Shannon?
This is the RV and camping marketplace. We have destinations and lots of shopping. And then we have an activity center with seminars and photo booths, everything you can imagine.
Right. What's the best way to can you just come to the show? Do you got to be getting a ticket ahead of time? What's the best way?
You can buy tickets online, or you can buy tickets at one of our 3 entrances.
3 entrances, okay. What's this setup here? What's Brewdocking?
Brewdocking is a series that Go RVing produced with John Montgomery. They took this trailer around and to different breweries, and it was very interesting. I would recommend checking it out at gorvingcanada.ca. We always have them here as a feature. And as you can see,
it's just kind of a nice hangout area.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
We have seminars that are going to be going on all weekend. That's
All
kind of the area,
weekend.
not right now, but throughout the weekend. So that schedule can be found.
Yes.
RVing the past couple of years has really exploded, right? It was always popular, right? The show was always popular, but I bet you're going to have a lot of new faces and new people coming through those doors because people are looking for other things to do. Is that what you're finding?
Absolutely. There are a lot of new campers.
Yeah, right? So the thing too is when you're out there, finding inventory is a little bit tough. Is that going to be an issue for anybody that's coming to the show if they're looking to buy something?
Absolutely not. The dealers here have inventory.
Was that a thing that you had to ask them if they wanted to come, or they didn't want to be here if they don't have inventory?
That's right. They have inventory and they are ready to sell.
Okay. Oh, look at those marshmallows. Look at those marshmallows. Are those real marshmallows?
These are giant. These are real marshmallows. I intend to eat it when it's fully cooked.
Right, you're gonna have a little bellyache, but that's gonna be fun for the kids. Cool, we'll come see them at the Go RV area. It is the big one. And we've been joking too, Shannon, it's the only one because no other RV show is happening in Ontario this year.
Nope.
Right, okay, so the Toronto Spring Camping and RV Show is on right now, goes all the way to Sunday at the International Center in Mississauga on Morning Live. Great seeing you.